Alright, so the anniversary celebration has been up for a week now on JP, and I wanted to make a video letting the global players know what they should be working on before the celebration hits for global, because, there's a new raid and potentially a new demonic beast battle coming out next week for JP. And also, I'd like to make a quick evaluation of the celebration so far, considering previous anniversaries we've had, first and second anniversary. Now, for global players out there asking what characters we need to level up for the new raid, because that's a question I receive a lot on stream. The raid so far, so if you don't know, level 100 is up, and we have the original demon. To spawn the original demon, you need to go on the hell difficulty for the bosses, and the bottom ones are original demon, and the top ones are Belmoth now. They seriously need to consider changing this and allowing us to spawn 6 of each, because it's horrible. Like, I have been grinding the raid a lot. I have currently 25 level 100 units and basically enough to make 2 more level 100s. For level 100 you need 125 of the new material. Yes, 125. They dropped this raid. Just for comparison, Belmoth needed 70 from 80 to 100. Sorry, from 80 to 90. 70. This one needs 125 from 90 to 100. So it's a big grind, and I don't expect anyone to be grinding as much as I am. Not anyone, but like most people should be grinding as much as I am to get all these level 100s, because I want them for videos, right? But one thing that you need to work on beforehand is Belmoth. Take these days that you have before anniversary and get as much Belmoth as you can. Belmoth is the most used raid material right now in the game. Belmoth is 145 mats per level 100. You need 70 from 80 to 90 and 75 from 90 to 100. Let me 100 a character right now just for example. So I've been meaning to 100 a Red Galfer. So let's go for that, right? Red Galfer here. By the way, Red Galfer is one of the raid characters, but I don't necessarily recommend getting him to level 100 because you don't need it. I'm just doing it because I can. You saw that? It was 35 Belmoths, and now 45 Belmoths. I'm sorry, 30 Belmoths. 30 Belmoths for 90 to 95, and then 45 Belmoths from 95 to 100. It's a lot of Belmoth. The Belmoth grind is just as tough as the original demon grind. The biggest difference is that Belmoth is easier because of all the strategies we already have. If you've been doing Belmoth consistently with the, the Green Galfer team, then you can just cruise Belmoth. But also look at all these XP potions I need to use for one level 100 character. Yeah, so XP potion grind is also a recommendation before it actually drops. But again, I don't recommend anyone to do as much grind as I am, because you need so many SSR pendants anyways, and I can only assume SSR pendants will be given more often from now on, or else this is terrible. Like me, right? I don't have SSR pendants. Like, actually, let's scroll down here. I have 3. Like, yeah, I have 8 UR pendants, but like, I have 3 SSR pendants because I actually used 600 SR pendants today and upgraded those to SSR pendants, or else I would have 0. I would have 0 URs as well. That's how awful the SSR pendant situation is right now. But yeah, Belmoth is big, and so we grind your Belmoths. The level 90s I would recommend you get are obviously, first off, Trader Melly. He is the main DPS for the raid, and he should be your first level 100. Now, after you 100 him, I would recommend 100. I do have my level 100 priority list already recorded, and it'll be uploaded soon. But getting your PvP team to level 100 should be the first priority. And I think saving original demon mats for part 2 might be worth it. We have a leak that Brynhilder will be a part 2 character for this anniversary, and that might mean that a new demonic beast battle is coming. So being prepared to 100, whatever the good characters for the next demonic beast battle will be, might be worth it. Now Triller Melee, unless the boss does extra damage to demons, is a given that he will be good for it. So I really hope they don't do that. That would be such an annoyance. So yeah, Triller Melee, right? Where is him? I didn't 100 him. But getting Arthur prepared for it is also important. So the teams for the raid are, let me pull up the teams here. Let me go on raids. This is my hard team to talk about in a second. One person runs DN, Galfer, and Trader Melee. Or, if you don't have Trader Melee, Red Escanor. Now, you might be kicked out of people's raids if they see you with Red Escanor, but he works. I've done the raid with Red Escanor on Hell, and he does good damage. Again, people might judge you, but he does. And you don't need Ragnarok Bond. You can either run like Red Jericho, right? Anything that would boost you in a way. I can run Elizabeth for the heal, or you can run Twigo. I got my Twigo level 100. You can run Twigo for the HP. One person runs DN. So if you have DN, I would highly recommend you working on her right now, because a lot of people don't. If you are the person who doesn't have DN, then you run Arthur. If your Arthur is not leveled up, work on him. Level 60 Arthur does not cut it. He will die on the raid. At least level 80 if you have UR gear, or 90 if you don't. Like, seriously, Arthur is very important for this. It's crazy to think that the best raid team for the newest raid includes Red Galfer and Red Arthur, like almost day one characters, right? But it is what it is, they're just good. And I wonder if the new Brynhilder is also going to be good for this new raid, but we'll see. So this is mainly the teams. If you are using Arthur, if you have Elaine, you can run her, but the back characters you don't need to level up. You can just, if they're level 60, if they're SSR, it doesn't matter. As long as you also see the boss, it's all that matters. Where is my Elaine? She should be somewhere here. In any case, you know the red Elaine that buffs buff effects, not this one right here. She is also phenomenal, but again, you don't need her if you just run like Red Jericho or Twigo. Twigo, I think, is a really good bet, because mostly the characters that might end up dying from the boss's major DPS might be like Arthur and Galfer. Triller Melee should be okay. It's Triller Melee. But yeah, working on these characters is big. And again, DN, if you don't have DN, a lot of people, oh, can I replace DN with Excalibur Arthur? Can I replace DN with X character? Like, yes, you can replace DN with other taunts, but if you don't have DN, I would just recommend you that you are the Arthur person. So not this Arthur. That you are the base Arthur person. It's just more consistent. The reason why DN is good is not just because she's a taunt. In the second phase of Hell, you need to do a long range attack. A long range attack, and she can provide that long range attack that does damage as well, right? So she is just perfect. They made the raid for her, basically. They made the raid for her. She actually has strong against the raid. That I don't know why. Like, it makes no sense. She does, like, it makes no sense that DN has strong against the original demon, but it is what it is. Now for hard, this is the team I've been running for hard, and this is the biggest Giga Brain 2-turn hard ever. So if you don't want to do extreme and you want to fast farm the raid with the funny raid method, this is it. This is the best thing you can run, because Lolly Merlin one-shots the boss. Actually, so I'm not joking, she one-shots the boss. Only on normal and hard. Extreme and Hell, I would not recommend running. I mean, Hell you can't, but Extreme, I would not recommend running this team. Because there's 3 phases. I mean, you could, but I would not recommend at all. Lolly Merlin is super valuable because the boss takes extra damage from Power Strike. So you can run this if you have the units, right? These units, you one-shot the boss. And I have not seen a single person on JP running this. I've done hard with so many randoms. No one is running this. And when they see me with this, they never kick me. But they always doubt that Lolly Merlin's gonna one-shot because they follow up with attacks. She actually one-shots the boss. So, so if you're running normal and hard, this is the best, if you can. If you can't, just run the hell strategy, basically. But this is like fast, super fast. You just two-turn the boss, because he has two health bars, right? You two-turn the boss basically every time, so long as your team partner has good units. But yeah, do not, by the way, use goddesses. Tarmiel, the new Elizabeth, whatever, the boss has 100% damage reduction towards goddesses. The only goddess you can run is Sauriel for normal, because he has Power Strike. And like I said, the boss takes action from Power Strike. But even still, it's way less than Lolly Merlin. So those are the preparations I'll suggest for Original Demon. Again, farm a shit ton of Belmoth before the week starts. Get these characters level 90 for preparation. But yeah, there's not much else that you need for the boss. Like other characters, people are asking, can I use Sigurd? No. No, you can't. Trader Melly is the only DPS, or Red Escanor. Like, actually, Red Escanor is a really solid DPS, but Trader Melly for the most part. If you don't have Trader Melly, he is in the banner, and I do recommend summoning the Anniversary banner. People have been asking, should I summon for Mono or the Anniversary banner? It's like, okay, do I have to answer that? I don't know why, but they gave us, where is it? 30 gems on the mail today? I can't read. I think it was like a Twitter campaign, maybe. They've been giving us a lot of gems. So they gave us 30 gems today. Of course, they gave us 100 gems for top grossing. Global already got those gems. And of course, we're also getting 300 gems from login. There is a lot of gems for this banner. Again, obviously your PvP weekly gems as well. And story and Ragnarok chapter is probably coming out this next week for JP here. A lot of gems, and I would suggest Anniversary banner should be your main priority because of Trader Melly. Elizabeth, I'm going to be very honest. She is very good, but I seriously question her being the Anniversary character. Not because of Elizabeth, but because the unit is just very good. But she's not groundbreaking stuff. Like, Trader Melly was a revolutionary unit. Actually, like, no exaggeration. He is number 1. And Elizabeth is not even number 2, I don't think. She's not even number 3. She's very good. But she's not crazy. I think Diane is a better PvP unit than Elizabeth. I think Margaret might be a better PvP unit than Elizabeth because of the current meta. If they don't drop Mael as the next festival, or a follow-up festival at some point that has a goddess buffing passive, it's a really tough position for Elizabeth because I'm finding her to not be in a really good position on the meta currently. Like, no one's running her, actually. Like, any person that I see in PvP that is running her gets obliterated. It's, like, I have been having really good matches with her, but I don't see anyone running her. And again, the people that are running her, either running Ult Rush, which, I mean, for her ultimate is good, but that Ult Rush can be any character. It could be Trader Melly, it could be Rainbow, it could be anyone. Like, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna talk about what units you can use to counter Elizabeth for this upcoming week for Global, because everyone's gonna be running Elizabeth, right? But no one's running Elizabeth. I almost don't see Elizabeth in PvP. I've played hundreds of PvP matches since she came out. Hundreds. And I barely see her, even though she's the newest character. I don't know. I don't know, man. She is really good, but the best team for her currently, I think, is Archangels, right? Oh, it's my farming team. I'm getting the hearts for them up. Archangels seems to be the best team for her, so you run Red Tarmio here. Because she needs, like, those passive buffs, right? But there's no 4 for Archangels. Archangels are pretty decent, but not complete team, I don't think. Archangels needs a fourth because, you know, there is none. Like, only generic fourths are what you're running. So you'd run, like, I don't know, like Purgatory Bond. There's no fourth for the Archangel team. Like, her team is so incomplete, she needs new characters, and she might get new characters. Well, fear not. If Mael comes, I don't think he will be an Archangel buffer, I think he will be a Goddess buffer. Because an Archangel buffer would exclude her, and she's very powerful, she just needs someone to help her be powerful. And for PvE, she is again not groundbreaking, she is a DPS. But guess what? So is this man. And he shits on her. He shits on her. He does so much more damage. It's not even close. So I'm questioning what their intention is with this Elizabeth. If it's like something for the future. Maybe the next Demonic Beast battle will be very good for her. Something like that. But the way I see her, I don't know. Maybe a Holy Relic for her will make her stupid, right? Holy Relics for Goddesses have already, you know, been releasing. So maybe she gets a Holy Relic soon. Triller Melly might be becoming a Holy Relic soon as well. Because demons are the next characters to get relics. But I actually hope he doesn't get a relic for a while. The longer he takes to get a relic, the better it should be, right? You know, there are characters that are going to start getting Holy Relics for the demon side. And if the demons start getting really good Holy Relics, it's going to be even harder for the Goddesses to compete. And in that case, Elizabeth to compete. Elizabeth is a really weird position now. If you do want to build a team for her, again, I think Goddess is the best bet. You can run her with like an ult rushy team, like Deanne, Margaret, Deanne, Triller Melly, whatever. But that's not like... She's not the best option for that, I don't think. It's like you can run her like that, but you might as well run someone else that does a better job. It's really weird. She's in a really weird spot right now. But I think she could be number one in the future. Like, Deanne was a joke. When Deanne came out, she was a joke. Seriously. Bad unit. Actually, like, she was a terrible unit. Okay, not terrible, but she was a bad unit. And then Tarmiel came out, and guess what? Now she's like number 2 best PvP in the game. Because of this one guy that came out. Because of his link. So, anything can happen in this game. They could release... Imagine they make Mael a link. Mael's Grace is like a really good link. Oh, man. They wouldn't, would they? I don't know. But in any case, I don't know. I don't know. Something should happen for her. If you want to counter her on PvP, I guess just... run Unknown. Unknown is really good against Goddesses, like run Rimuru. Rimuru shits on Elizabeth, actually. Shits on her. So many characters shit on her. But yeah, Rimuru actually destroys her in PvP. Rimuru, Gaufer with his Holy Relic. But yeah, Gaufer got his Holy Relic. If you have Gaufer built, which some of you might not, I find that, you know, before this relic release, I did not care for Gaufer whatsoever. This Festival Gaufer was such a missed release for me. But with the Holy Relic, this relic right here, he is so much fun. This relic was a big time release. And they might be releasing a Holy Relic maybe for Hawk, I'm thinking. So farming bird for this would be nice. If you don't have the bird units, you might get an anniversary, but this Hawk release for anniversary, he sucks. He sucks. I'm gonna go like really hard on him when I make the tier list. I'm gonna probably make the tier list ranking Mono, him, and Liz like 2 or 3 days before the anniversary drops on global. But this guy sucks. It's like Green Hawk is a better unit, and he's like 2 years old. It's insane. Where's Greenhawk? This guy. So much better. He's so much better. In any case, I mean, this is my recommendations. Should prepare yourself for anniversary. Again, you could, like, you really could, if you want to. If you have Trader Melly and you have the Ragnarok characters that are in this banner that you might need, you could skip the banner and wait to see what Brynhilder does and maybe summon for Brynhilder. You really could if you want to, but value in this banner is undeniable when these are the headliners, right? Trader Melly, if you, man, dupes for him are big. King, he's big. Margaret, she's still meta in PvP. The one is still fantastic for PvE. Ban is still meta. Like these characters, like Green Sire is a good link. Jormungandr, Megalda, Green Escanor is the 4th best unit in the game apparently. I mean, just so many good units in this banner. It's like undeniable the value. And wasting your gems on mono before she leaves, I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, let me know what you think of the celebration so far. I think it's good. It's just, again, the headline unit, I question her very much because she's not as groundbreaking as Trader Melly, but she could be with more characters coming out, and they are giving a lot of gems. I think it's good. And they did give us a free the one. Oh, my banner left. My free banner left because it's already done on JP. I already done my 14 free multis on JP. They did give us a free the one with that free banner, which is cool. And basically a guaranteed green Galfer as well, if you just want to spend the 30 gems, which is a fair price for a green Galfer. But was it better than Fever? I think they could have like dropped Fever with this as well. There's no reason why they wouldn't. Like, there are many things I would change about. They should not have dropped level 100. They should have dropped level 95. 95 and then drop 100 in like a few months. Level 100 off the bat, like, remember back in the day, they dropped level 60, right? And then they dropped 65, and they dropped 70, and they dropped 75, and then they dropped 80. And then with Belmoth, they dropped 90. And I thought that was a mistake. I think they should have dropped 85 and then dropped 90. And then now they dropped, 100. When again, I think that's a mistake. They should have dropped 95 and then 100. So mistakes. But overall, I think it's net positive. I think for me, the 2nd anniversary was better because of Fever. Fever was just so good. But depending on part 2, this might be better. Depending on what the Demonic Beast battle is looking like, depending on what they do, this might end up being better. But for now, 2nd anniversary for me is number 1. 1st anniversary sucked. That wasn't even an anniversary, so I'm not even going to count that as a possibility. But yeah, let me know what you think.